Hello there, and welcome back to episode 2 of, well, I guess I should call it the Ottoman cheese or something like that. We're basically playing the Ottomans, and we'll be trying to take over Europe by 1600s. We'll be using a nifty little, I guess, oversight or trick even. But for now, we'll simply continue with our mindless warfare, and as the situation is now, we'll most likely just keep on conquering as much as we can. The Byzantines are definitely a target. Serbia, Wallachia, Bosnia, also targets of course for Gusa as well, but now there are actually vassals of Hungary, so can't actually go for them straight away. But of course they would actually be interesting to take, and also if I can now go after both Serbia and Wallachia, and potentially even Bosnia vassalizing, potentially all three of them could be beneficial, but we'll have to see. For now, I'll be focusing on getting these guys back home, and then we'll be trying to deal with all this. It should definitely be interesting. As you can see here, we will be declaring war on on Serbia. Shouldn't actually be, once again, not a very difficult war. Should be pretty much straightforward. We're also still doing some sieges. Once the truce ends here, then we'll start. Well, as you might imagine, with the battle here. Hopefully then we can drag Bosnia into this simply by declaring war on Wallachia. I kind of think we can, but I also kind of think that it's possibly a long shot. Worst case scenario will be that we'll have to take a stability hit, but well, I can live with that. I think at least. Also, if I get these, then we're basically set to start hammering on Hungary in about a decade. So I can't really complain on either of those or any of those scores. So we'll go ahead and take Oltenia. And as such, we start. Of course, Bosnia joined in as the pleasant allies they are. Unfortunately, here it seems like the Serbians did get a advantage in terrain. But these are just mercenaries, so I can't actually say that I am. Well, I'm a little sad since I did lose some troops. Of course, the Wallachians here completely lack judgment. I will probably lose this battle, but it seriously lacked judgment. If I were allowed to simply go and kill off this Serbian army, then, well, it would be better for all of us, don't you think? But of course, that would be a little bit too sense, or it would make too much sense for them. But as you can see, I do now find myself in a position where I can war all of these, and of course they decided to actually fight each other for me. So, once again, a very positive thing for me. The Serbians will most likely just get completely annihilated, and then I can do this. Basically split them up and start complete pocket or carpet sieging everywhere. Once these guys are done with their little, where did my guys actually run to? Did they seriously run here? No. Show army. Select. There, select army. I'm blind. There we go. Once I'm very confused. Yeah, most of my mercenary army probably dies. I have to re-erase it. Kind of with that, we do make a lot of money, so it's not really that much of a fuss. But it's kind of annoying, as you might imagine. And of course, we have a War of the Roses, which once again puts me in a position where I want to go and fight England. So, I am very lucky. We'll be most likely fighting England once we're done with all the vassalization here. I won't actually need to fight in this area then for quite a while, so that is all fine. I think I'll actually wait with the finishing touches until we have vassalized these 3, 4. We'll have 5, 6 relations then. I can live with that. Once again, we might actually have to hire some what's their name? Advisors, suggesters, something along those lines by then. But for now, we are fine. We'll just go ahead, as I said, get sieges set up, and once we are basically just set to start causing tremendous amount of pains to these guys, so we'll see how it goes. Military attack 4 has been reached. The pike square, military attacks plus 0.25 and a half point of land morale will definitely be helping. So that's quite nice. Of course, the Crimeans decided to their war on Georgia. Unfortunately, I can't actually help out in that war because I do have some things that I need to worry about on my own hand here. We have some Greek patriots. Definitely annoyance. Also, these great patriots on Corfu, but they can't actually do anything to give Byzantium an extra province. That would definitely be that would majorly be annoying. To be let's just put it that way. It would be so hilariously annoying that I wouldn't know to laugh or cry. But for now, we'll definitely just be trying to get my set my troops back up into an army, fight off those patriots. We'll simply wait for a couple more sieges to finish, and we'll be vassalizing, as I said, Serbia and Bosnia. I'll probably go ahead and annex Wallachia here, simply for the purpose, that is, of handing them over to Serbia, so I don't have to waste my diplomats for so long. Because, well, aggressive expansion doesn't really matter in this game, and hopefully very soon I can show you why. So for now, we'll just continue and harassing anyone we feel like. And also, I almost forgot it, we can actually go ahead and make these guys a vassal of ours. We'll get some aggressive expansion from that. Not really, once again, a problem. And also, we now have enough troops free to actually kill off these Greek patriots before they actually start causing troubles. Algiers offers us an alliance. That is potentially a good move. Their navy could be beneficial for us in times of need. Aragon is actually at war with Savoy, Papal State in Savoy, and also Burgundy, which is kind of weird. Let's see, Austria, so kind of interesting, but even so, most war school here is simply due to the fact that, well, they will tear each other apart. But I'm very tempted to go after England right now. They don't actually, they're actually allied with Portugal, which kind of makes this a even more interesting one. The problem is that if Portugal become war equals in Castile and Aragon, then I'm screwed. But once again, war score or wars is kind of a relative term. It doesn't actually mean too much in this game, as I said, due to the fact of the nature of it. Because of the fact that I won't actually have to worry too much about aggressive expansion, as I have said before, although I haven't actually made any good points as to why. Let's see here, Bosnia has been vassalized once again. Happy about that, and all that we're waiting for now is simply Wallachia to fall. And of course, I have to bottom my way out of the war with the pesky Georgians, but it should be fairly easily done, I think. Let's see here. What do you want? Oh, I can actually offer tribute here. Council release. They don't actually have any nations that they want me to release. I can give up my deals with Crimea, but it's not even close to enough. So for now, we simply have to wait. I should just simply have cancelled that. I don't really need the Wallachians or Crimeans to help me out here. So what I could potentially do now is simply march my mercenary army over to carpet siege them. And I would also very much enjoy it if these guys would be kind enough to give me military access so I could kill those pesky little rebels first. Because, well, as you might know, if I actually allow those rebels to take that province, then the Byzantines will get an extra province, and that leads to the point that they can no longer just be a one-hit wonder annexation, which I would very much prefer them to be. But for now, we'll go ahead and improve my relations with these guys, so that I can annex them rather rapidly. And I guess we'll also go ahead and improve the relations with Serbia, so that I can get a border with Hungary, and thus start a holy war with them to release Croatia. But as you can see here, there will be some annoying patriots that will be rising up, and I think I can go ahead and annex these guys without it actually causing too much fuss. But for now, we'll play it safe, march these guys over to deal with the Georgians, and then we'll see how it turns out. I might actually have these guys simply fight all these patriots to cut them down in size, to be honest, because I don't actually need that much or that big of an army, so we'll do this. I'll mostly be reliant on mercenaries for pretty much the whole game here, but for now we'll simply go ahead, fight a couple of battles against Georgia, and then peace out, and then we'll annex Wallachia and also the Byzantines. We'll see how it goes. Also, for those of you wondering, if you wonder how much aggressive expansion I've accrued by what I've done so far, as you can see, it's not really that much. It's actually Bosnians that hate me the most, but that'll sort itself out over time. Even Austria cares a little bit about me, even the French, I think. The English doesn't give a damn, though. So once I've actually taken Byzantine, I actually expect the first coalitions to pop up. Especially since I'll also be eating Wallachia at, well, this exact same time. So we'll probably have to fix that problem right then and there. Basically what you do, you find a very small nation, like say Armenia here. Unfortunately, they are currently at war with Karakonlu, so that doesn't help. So we'll take Trebizond, simply as an example. We'll most likely just go ahead and declare war on these guys, take their siege them. Also get one with war school. You can actually force them to, or no matter what you offer them, they actually have to accept that. And of course, we can use this to our advantage in many ways. And this way I can actually release the one province minus that I actually want, which would be, well, Dulkadir, Ramazan, Karaman, Mentes, and Saruhan, giving me minus 150 aggressive expansion, also depending on how much aggressive expansion I actually want to get rid of. But there is I did something in a test game, and I have no idea if it was some kind of bug or simply me paying, or not paying attention as it were, but even when I actually put this, caused a lot of problems for them, or went below the aggressive expansion limit, it didn't actually do anything once I annexed a Epic Nation. I didn't get any aggressive expansion with anyone, which led me to the theory that aggressive expansion can go negative. So if you release a lot of small nations in the beginning, build up a lot of negative aggressive expansion, you can basically do whatever you want for a short while without anyone actually caring too much. But for now, as I said, we'll go ahead here and annex these two. I'll get a free vassals from in the Athens here, but of course they'll have a tremendous amount of aggressive expansion. I thought they would have more, but once again I can live with that. As you can see, there's a lot of things that I can do now. Make Constantinople capital, gaining point stability there. Will not be taking anything that gives me some more revolt risk, because, well, it would be kind of annoying. I guess we'll go for reduce overextension first, because I will, as I said, be selling the provinces that I do not have cores on now to Athens and also Serbia. So I'll just get that out of the way and then I'll get back to you. There we go, mission complete, reduce overextension. Serbia got 2 and Athens got 2 provinces. Everyone is happy here. So what do we want to do? Conquer the Levant? No, we want to create a proper fleet, because we'll need it if we are to attack England. And that is probably something that I will actually my apologies, aim at doing here. Also, it seems that I'll be lucky enough to have one of these guys actually unite, and that means that I can simply vassalize them for my own benefit. But also it seems that the Austrians will have a rather head start at causing or creating the Holy Roman Empire, so I definitely need to get them out of the way. And the way of doing this is, of course, once we have integrated Serbia, we have the Holy Warcaster spell line, most likely, and with that we can start kicking out Hungary here. Simply take Croatia. I'll probably take these 3 provinces in the first war, then we'll grow or fully grow most of Croatia in the next one, and then we'll simply keep on eating them while we get ourselves to the coast here. Venice will also be, of course, a target of war. They do have a Croatian province, so that makes perfect sense. We'll also probably take Ragusa in the first war, hand it over to Bosnia, and then annex them. So there's a lot of planning here, but it's kind of interesting. I don't actually have a coalition against me yet, and as you can see here, there are some pretty pissed people out there. So Moldavia can't, Naples can't, but Aragon definitely can't. Can. So Hungary, Venice, and Aragon here is currently the top competitors for, well, aggressive expansion against me. What I could do, or what I should do, I think, here is actually ally with Aragon for the time being, because, well, they do have some nice allies themselves, and if I ally with them as well, we can potentially take down Castile together, because, well, they're not allied with them, and if I were to call them in, they would actually join in. Castile itself, allied with Burgundy and Portugal. Burgundy won't actually get to me, because, well, they can't march to France, they hate each other's guts, at least I think they do, or do they hate me more? Castile, England, Burgundy. As you can see, they hate each other's guts, won't actually give military access. So allying Aragon and then going after Castile is probably the best play here, even though I should potentially consider going after England. Allied with Portugal, Brittany, and Tyrone. Brittany is, of course, also a target for vassalization in this area to get myself going. But as you can see, I'm already very much over my my diplomatic level, as it were. Let's see, alliance with Algiers. Should probably break that. No, it's the Corfu one I need to... I always forget about these little military axes that I get everywhere, because when I do not have enough diplomats. So let me just let me just get this out of the way. But as I was saying here, I'll probably show you the cheesy duel next episode, because, well, it does seem like we get a coalition, and I don't actually want to release just 1 or 2 provinces. But for now, we'll plot either England, or potentially we'll be going after... It's very tempting to actually ally with Aragon and then declare war on Castile, and thus potentially drag in Portugal and England, and thus get everything I ever wanted. But England will definitely still have a navy, so that could be kind of beneficial, that could be kind of dangerous. What I will have to hope for is that I will get that military access with Scotland, land some troops there, and then try and declare war. But honestly, I'm still not sure what I want to do, They are still guaranteed by both England and France, so I don't actually want to declare war on them. But using this guy here to simply get myself onto better terms with Aragon could definitely be the way to go. The only thing I'm kind of worried about then is if I were to try and declare war on these guys, I'd have to do it without a casus belli, and that would suck. Let's just be honest about that. So what I might do is aim at getting Granada integrated, then declare war, release Galicia, and of course Leon's, Salamanca. Probably go for closing on the coast first, going after Portugal as well. So I'm kind of unsure what I actually want to do here. I might actually integrate Granada, then get Galicia and Granada as vassals, possibly Navarra, and then try and eat this area. But we'll have to consider that as we go. We are less than a decade in, and we have already basically taken a lot of land. Let's see, Serbia, Bosnia, Athens. Let's face it, no one is going to be able to wrestle these guys away from me, even if they try. I do have too many miners that I can release for that. Let's face it here. There's Albania, there's Epirus. I believe there's a couple of others as well. I could potentially release Byzantium, but they do still have a lot of cores. Bulgaria, also a little bit big. But as you can see, there's a lot of smaller nations that I can simply one-hit release, and then we'll sort it out. But unfortunately, that is all we have time for this episode. We'll hopefully get to the cheese next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.